afternoon or evening, what is up? My name is Maarten, welcome to the vlog, welcome to Volos. As you can see in the background, we've got a little bit of a cloudy sky today, but that's okay. And we are on top of this awesome train bridge, or pedestrian bridge actually, that goes over the track. And I have been here a couple of vlogs ago actually as well, because I wanted to check out the buildings behind there. Did not really get the chance because it's really good locked off and I don't want to like break and enter, but hey, sorry for wearing my sunglasses as I always say, but it's really sunny and I look like an idiot if I do it like this. So, and it's also like safety's #1 priority because you don't want to ruin your eyes. This is the industrial, like old industrial area that used to go to the old area also of Volos, and it's like a huge train yard or whatever you want to call it. It's very cool. I really want to discover it, but I was also talking to the guys from Tech It Serious, as I mentioned already a lot of vlogs ago as well, and especially Alexis. I was talking to him and he said, you know, there is like a corner of the train yard that is actually very interesting because there are a lot of like abandoned locomotives as well, so maybe we should check that out. But before we do that, check out what Ilona did with the house. I don't know if you can see it actually, but no, I don't think that you can see it, you guys, but this bridge is so super shaky. Whenever there's someone walking over on top of it, it's like moving everywhere because it's a metal bridge. This lady is walking all the way over there and I can feel it here in the bridge. It's like shaking all over the place. Have you seen the huge amount of clouds? Oh, it's gonna rain so good. And after a long time of drought, we can definitely use that. Anyway, I don't know. What do you think of Ilona's house? Let it know in the comments, or at least it's Durak's house. Ilona made it for Durak, but we'll see. So as the sign says behind us, it is really forbidden area to go in here. So I don't ever want to break any rules in these vlogs because it's very easy to have proof that I actually went in here. As I mentioned many times before as well, I don't want to break any stuff. I just want to explore with you guys Volos and its surroundings. Now we're walking right now. There's a cinema. It's a very nice building. It looks very much like I'm walking in some kind of ghetto area right now with all the gates in front of it, but it's just like, it sounds like they're still working here as well. No idea. But like, again, like I said, I want to check it out. Another pretty sight is also that right there, you can see actually the old castle walls. There's like really old stuff around here. That there is an old piece of a castle wall. And I think it actually shows that you can see that here, this is very old. Here used to be also some ruins and they've got some lights stand up in the grass here underneath. That will show that even at night it can be very pretty around here, but it made a little staircase. Let's check out what's up here. So cool. Look how thick these walls are. I've been standing on walls like this on the other side of Palia. We walked all the way to the back there and then we went on top of the castle walls. Wow, the view here is amazing. It is so cool, it's unbelievable. But we don't see anything of the train yard, and that's the subject of today, so we'll come back here another day. This is where I wanted to go, what's behind me right now. This is a part of the train yard, but there are old locomotives behind there, like huge trains that used to drive also around the entireness of Greece, but also the mines, and wow. Like I said, there's a very big industrial history to Volos, and they had the harbor, they had the helicopter airfield and everything, they had an airport, they still have an airport close by, the harbor, the train yards here, everything would go here. So it's super industrial, and you can also see it in the style of buildings around here. That usually the buildings here are very big and monstrous, but as you can see, there's a huge wall also that we cannot pass right now. Let's just try to walk around a wall. That's why walls are for, right? If you cannot get over them, there's always a way around them. Just like that, you also run into other stuff. Look at this building. Not much left of it anymore. A lot of those buildings, they like collapse over the years. Now, this is a good sign. There's a open gate here, and I can just walk onto. I'm not allowed I'm not sure if it's allowed, but I do not see any signs, so let's just check it out. Also, last time I was here, it was in the evening, and there was a lot of rats. And now I don't even see a way to go through here, but we'll check it out. This is quite a bit older than the one that we saw last time, actually, that we discovered. Wow. Someone made a place for a dog or something to sleep underneath there. Or maybe also for a human, you never know. Oh, there's a mattress in the back there as well. I don't think that they're using this one anymore. Look how bent it is. Holy, look at that. Well, this is quite amazing. Like, this entire car is like made out of steel, a steel frame. Oh, there's a big ass bone there down. There's a steel frame, and then they made an entire wooden cabin on top. You could make this into a very cool, like, I don't know, little hotel or restaurant thingy. Or I mean, I've been to Milan with Ilona for a couple of days, and they have a tram driving around there that is actually a restaurant. So, and I think they do it in more places as well, maybe in Amsterdam as well. But oh, I see something way better. Let's check that out right now. This is kind of amazing. Look at these huge machines. Look at that. They all have numbers, but they're also like old metal parked here, and they don't do anything with them anymore. Oh, that was scary. They were pigeons. I hate pigeons when they fly away just like that. But these are huge machines. I mean, I'm 180, but this is definitely 3 meters high, this entire train. If not way more, by the way. There's still so much grease on the gears and switches. One thing that I can tell you guys about these trains is actually that the roof that is right now over it has not been here for such a long time. They just recently put this roof on top to not ruin the trains anymore from the rain and the sun. So maybe they're turning it into a museum. I have no idea, but let me look up some information and then I'll tell you in a second. So like I actually thought, these locomotives are a part of the National Volos Train Railway Museum. Wow, words again. National Railway Museum, or the Railway Museum of Volos. And the thing is that these were put here to be kept like this, but they, as you can see, they completely look abandoned. We have 15 locomotives standing around here, but there are over 300 locomotives still in Greece, and this is just a small part of them. Some are actually still working, like the little Pelion train that goes around here. Now, they made that one into a diesel train, but it's still kind of awesome to see these. And for the ones who are interested, it is all still based on a 60 centimeter railway. So that means that, or 600 millimeters, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but 60 centimeters wide rail track. And then to imagine that these big ass monsters were standing on top of that, that's kind of awesome. These lights, funny enough, they seem to be electric somehow because they have wiring on the inside. So I think that they maybe created electricity from steam or something, and then they would light these lamps up. Something like that. The only thing that I also notice is that some trains are very German orientated, because that means light. So yeah, that's a light fuse box actually, and that's very German. But the other ones are very British orientated. And this thing on top is when you see the train coming, you also hear it coming, because that thing is like an overpressure valve, and that's also when they do like whoop whoop. And it's a super cool sound, and strangely enough the trains still try to make that sound because it's so recognizable for trains. This is very cool, by the way, very, very cool. It also looks to me that these trains are put on to date, because the ones all the way in the back still have electricity, like I said. They are steam locomotives, or maybe actually not anymore. Not quite clear to say it, sorry, but these ones definitely are way older than the ones in the back, because the ones in the back are completely made out of metal. Everything is metal and it has nothing like wooden inside. And the metal is also way thicker. Maybe it's the quality of the metal, but I think this has just to do with age of the rust, you know, like, or the metal that is like getting so old and so brittle. But also the inside of this one, as you can see, this roof is wooden, and most of the other trains that are standing right next to here, that one also has a wooden roof, but then they continue all the way back there without a wooden roof. This, by the way, is where they would stuff up the wood and start boiling up the fire, and boiling up the water, of course, to create pressure and give these big wheels a swing. It's also funny for me to see right now that I know a little bit about cars, and inside a car you also have a flywheel that or you used to always have a flywheel on diesel engines, you still have. It's like it gives that extra little swing to an engine sometimes, and these ones have it in the wheels, so that means that when it makes one twist, it is easier for the second twist and easier for the third twist, and then it just the turn, and it keeps on turning that way. It's cool to see that they actually put it in the wheel here. We are definitely going to come back here so I can tell you guys way more about the history of these trains, and then we'll do the rest of the railway here as well. We'll make just an entire chapter on the railway, because this is so large that these videos will be way too long, and I should be able to tell you guys way more about it. I just want to show you these pretty pictures right now because it is pretty amazing. Still, even like a little cart like this, a little trailer, it is beautiful. And I'm also still not sure if it's completely legal what I'm doing right now, but you know, who cares? Nobody stopped me. I'm walking out free man. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.